Alrighty, everyone, we're going to give this a shot here. This is the first time that the Lebanon Aquatic District has tried streaming our meetings. I got a little bit of a hokey setup here, but I think that it might get the job done. I did a little bit of testing beforehand, so hopefully this will work out. All right, I think that the view there is pretty reasonable. Should be able to see most of us. We're a little bit early here. We're about 15 minutes early. I probably would have scheduled the stream, but since this is my first time streaming and going live, I wanted to make sure that we were ahead of schedule and that things were working. So we're still waiting for the rest of the board members here to arrive. So for anybody who's watching this after the fact, just skip ahead, 15, 20 minutes or so. And for everybody else, well, you can sit and wait with me.
Okay. Well, look at here, look at here.
Hello, hello.
There. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you. Is this
Hope we don't trip on. I don't think I recognize you.
I'm Chris Singler.
By any chance, were you on running against Mark?
No.
Okay.
That was Chris Walsh
Chris Ball.
Yeah.
That was-
Chris Walsh.
4 years ago.
I can't be on board.
He's a felon. Yeah, he's my husband.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
It's a felon. Actually, I think felons can be.
Makes sense.
And you are
Jeremy,
Jeremy. Okay, good to meet you,
I'm
Jeremy.
one of the new ones for this year.
Yeah.
New blood, you know,
New blood.
new victims.
Volunteering for slave labor.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
There's not much thanks to job like these, are there?
Hello, good to see you.
No.
Those cookies are really good. They
I'm
look,
on a
what?
board.
They look like they're
There's
too brown, but they're not.
plenty of problems to deal with.
Oh, I hate 3 of them.
World's full of those. Sure.
I didn't have any really good.
Oh,
No.
Oh, girl.
Sorry about my chorus here. I tried to.
That's okay, I can get over it.
They are that. You know,
The dangerous part is that dip.
I know. We'll see.
Yeah.
You're gonna see me roll back here.
Be careful.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the roller coaster
Oh,
ride.
when they sell at Thanksgiving time, I'm gonna buy a bunch of it.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm gonna move around this side because I'm.
This is swim club, cookie dough, cookies, cranberry,
Cranberry white chocolate oatmeal.
white chocolate.
Did you buy any of that cookie dough from Stone Club has, they fundraise.
Fundraise.
Oh, okay.
So,
Cookie dough is good, so is
these are good, I ate
Well,
3 of them.
and the,
I'm like, out of
The
the,
braids?
one's for me,
Braids,
one's for the
yeah.
baby.
The butter braids.
butter braids. Oh,
What are you saying, Breen?
butter braids.
It's the same
Oh.
fundraiser, it's
Yeah,
butter
it's
braids
and
and cookies.
cookies.
We'll have another one at Thanksgiving, we'll get you up for it.
Yeah, good, good, good.
Did you guys get our emails? I know Kim and I each sent out a big email.
I got one from
From
Kim,
Kim.
got one from Kim.
Oh, I sent one out a few days prior to that, just asking if anybody wanted to be in on my emails to Lori.
Oh, yeah, I got
July
that.
6th, I saw.
Yeah, I got
Does
that.
that sound right? July 6th?
Oh, I never got a reply back from anybody who wanted it, so I just wanted to make sure you guys got it.
It didn't, yeah. Well, I've had, no excuse, but I have had just a lot.
Very busy.
No, not just very busy, but I've been taking my son, he's autistic, to OHSU, and he's got major ear problems where I've been ear surgeries, and anyway, that's my
No excuse for me.
Excuse.
I just thought that meant you were going to send them to us.
Oh, no, I didn't want to bug you guys. I'm like,
Oh, no.
Yeah.
because I usually get into numbers more than most people. I'm like, I really don't want to pick people off here. They're
Oh,
really-
no.
Hello?
In fact,
Yeah.
I saved it as a memory. They're,
Hi. Oh, yeah.
cookies
How are you?
from the swim club has fundraisers where they sell cookie dough and the like.
Oh, yeah.
And so these are, I got another test, white chocolate.
Wow, we got the whole
Oatmeal.
crew going on here
Okay.
today.
Hi, Larry.
If you don't mind, I got some cords here, so hopefully we don't trip people up.
Hi, I'm Larry.
Jeremy.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Larry.
Hey, how are you?
For what? I don't know, but good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I see faces I know, but people.
Hi, Larry.
I'm really
This is Chris Engler, Worley Assessment.
How are
Hi,
you
Larry.
doing?
I'm Kim.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Okay.
I wanna go around the table, so.
Okay.
Hi,
Hi, good
good
seeing
to
you.
see you.
No,
How are
we
you
post.
tonight?
Hey, good.
Yeah, we're up and running.
Glasses on, that's what.
Well, we should
So we
definitely see at
postponed
least
this
a few
meeting
people
a week
join.
so you could be
I
there.
actually
I
don't know.
appreciate
This is
that.
my first time
Yeah.
doing this, so I don't know how to do
Yeah,
it.
I appreciate
I didn't really want to touch it. This is as
Right.
far as I tested, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. We'll figure out the details later.
Yeah, I know my kids are gonna,
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Larry. Nice to meet you.
so,
Yeah. I'm Rose. I'm good.
What's the name of that thing,
What's in-
that spinning thing,
They were doing.
That's called a fern coat.
a fern coat?
Oh.
Yeah, fern coat fitting.
Sure.
It's for basically connecting two pipes
Hello.
together.
Again, you're back from vacation or are you still on vacation?
I just got back today. Oh, my Pepsi's gone.
So,
I just got back today and I leave in 2
Well,
weeks.
you'll just have to.
Would you like a bottle of water?
I got
In the fridge.
I had a ham radio license because the teacher that I had in 8th grade, if you got a ham radio license, you got an instant A in his class.
I like that
Oh,
teacher.
Cory.
Oh, so,
Hate it.
because I could not, at that time you had to learn Morse code. I spent most all year learning Morse code. The electronic part was easy. And
Joe.
Morse code
Morse code is rough for sure.
It just killed me.
Or see if I can pull up a couple more. I'll pull a couple more out too.
Why don't we just get these over?
All the way into the corner. I'll take the wibbly wobbly scene. That's every
I've
time.
been impressed by you guys digging in and learning about this.
Yeah,
We're
it should be-
trying.
It's actually a fun night.
Yeah.
did you guys see my email from
Yes.
We did.
yesterday?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So you guys
I
want to
didn't
talk about that?
Catch it till this morning, but.
That's okay,
Yeah.
right,
So Jill
Yeah.
can have it for the minutes.
that's okay, I figured. If you wanted more information, you would let me know.
Yeah, no,
You
that's,
bet.
I just was impressed that you contacted them.
Oh, yeah,
And it's Swim Network. is
I
I
mean,
figured they would know the information the best.
Yes, absolutely.
They've been super helpful. I've actually reached out to them a few times, just about questions about signing up and like, the Laura Lee had sent us a list of dates for 2 different meetings. Well, both of them are, I can't figure out the time that works. And so I talked to them and they said that the last one is recorded and posted online. Next one is recorded.
So.
So we don't even have to pay, so we're saving money.
Thank you.
So, and it'll be the whole.
Joe, did Jim?
He didn't show me anything, but I
Oh,
did.
you have, do you know?
The fact that you've done.
Yes, please. I just, I want to learn as much as I can.
You
so.
got one, right?
Okay,
Okay,
that's the agenda.
I got one left. So,
What are you handing out?
the agenda.
Invites to your party? Oh, I got the agenda.
Yeah.
And then
All right there.
I have a couple copies of the last month's minutes, only 3 copies.
I've got them too.
I have those.
Anybody want?
I printed them out, yeah.
She's the policy person, I'm the numbers person. Apparently, that's how I work it out.
You- 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages.
That's the way.
Those sound like numbers to me.
And
Let's
that's what
figure
you do.
people
Hey,
start
you
out.
want
here.
to hit 2, hit 3.
And then This is the
Oh, these are-
current and the original and the update.
I guess I should probably
and
hold
then
this up for
the-
anybody who's online that actually wants to see it.
Available
They
on
can
the
go
website
on,
also.
yeah, on the website.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to get familiar with the new website.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like
Did you start the, no, but I'll do it right now.
Did the new website get
go.
put up?
Yep.
I thought so. I noticed it. One day I looked at something and the next day I looked and I'm like, oh, this is different.
Dun, 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 dun.
That was very cool.
I need to look at it.
Oh, right here.
Oh, of course, it's got to install an update. Or-
Not here yet.
Come on, Mark.
Oh,
Yay!
Just like that.
Oh, and he brought cookies. There's cookies for everybody. All right.
There's only one left. I hope it's yours.
Very good. Here, I'll give you some space.
I got no space.
You do yours. I need all of this. Okay.
Hi.
All right. Let's breathe for a minute until 6 o'clock, and then we're gonna get this party started. Okay.
Wait! Didn't want to be at the party.
What? Was it party?
I think I'll launch you out too, doesn't it?
You scared him away already.
Bill is on Zoom. Bill Harvey.
And the Zoom link does not get posted publicly, that's for board members, right, if I remember it from last meetings?
It's
publicly on the post
it-
and on the
Yeah.
meeting minutes.
Oh, okay. It's not recorded, that's what it is. It's not recorded.
Good morning, Bill. I see him in the wee hours of the
Hi,
morning.
Bill, you can hear us, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
yep.
I
Hey, where's your snorkel? Where's your snorkel?
A little producer.
No, yeah, I'm just looking to see if we can, but I can't.
I thought about
It's
moving
kind
it
of dark
away,
now.
but I figured audio distance might be better.
Right. No one's there.
I'll call this meeting to order. Let's take roll. I almost gotta stand up, but we can sit down for this. Jeremy, I'm sorry.
Here,
Does anybody else do that?
oh,
I'll
people
never
give
do
me all
it.
kinds of names,
I'm just,
as long as you get the
Okay.
first letter right.
but Jeremy is here, okay, and Mark
Here.
is here, and Kim is here, Lori is mostly here, Peg here, Laura Lee.
Yep.
And Jill. Now, then we have guests, and let me see if I got everybody right. Rose?
Correct.
Corey? Steve?
No, Dave.
Dave.
That's all right.
Okay, well, it was, Dave, thanks for coming. And we have our Larry Mullins with us, and Joe, and Jim with us, and Chris. That's a good audience. We're gonna start with Pledge of Allegiance. Real flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, it's the best one I ever heard out of us. Yeah. We could almost sing it. Okay. Now, under the next section of adjustments to the agenda, we do have one. We always put this agenda in this particular order, but for for today, we want to begin with new business ahead of the unfinished business, so that we can bring our elected officials on board officially. Other than that, are there any other adjustments? Okay.
Did we get the adjustment to the oath? Or did you
It's,
just print it out?
It'll be addressed here.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Now, I want to know though, from the audience, if you have any, if you're here to speak, make a comment, or just watch the show.
It's your watch.
Okay,
I think I'm on the agenda, right?
Corey is our auditor, our CPA, from Acuity. So, I know that Jeremy wanted to talk about the financials and the audit review, and so, Corey could offer input at that time.
great. Okay, now, one more little piece of housekeeping is the minutes from last month.
But
And,
you'll have to wait until you have 3 board members.
oh yeah, that's right, we're not in a quorum. Oh, we really gotta move this, okay, all right. You knew I would.
It's smart, has to get sworn in too.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
That's right. Okay, so here we go. This is where the oath of office question comes up. Now, we do have an oath of office that the board voted on that exists, but I understand that, Kim, that you have some, how would you put it?
Concerns?
Concerns.
Yes.
And so, can you explain that a little further? So
Sure.
that we could,
Sure. So when I was looking into the oaths, almost every other one I found is to the Constitution of the United States, the Oregon Constitution, and the duties of being a director. None of them swore an oath to a policy, which the oath that's in the policy swears an oath to the policy, which can be changed at any time if we have changes that we'd like to make. When I was looking through the policy, there were just some things, like I noticed on today's agenda, there is the appointing the chair, the vice chair, and the secretary. But in the policy, it says there's also a treasurer and a clerk. So I just feel like there's some inconsistencies that I see that I don't even know if they're real yet because I'm just getting here. So the oath that I sent everyone, I sent 2. I sent one that I found from a water board that I adapted. And then the other one was directly, and it says sample, I think, or something in the title, and it's from the SDAO office. And so I double checked with them. I sent them the one that I had modified. She said it was completely in line with what everyone is signing, and she had no issues with it.
okay, now, we come to a pickle because in order to change the policy of the oath, we need the board to decide, like I can't
Right.
decide.
Right, she did tell me that we could make a verbal agreement prior to, because I told her there's only 2 board members right now. She said we could verbally agree as a group to use this oath, and then after everyone is sworn in, we can vote for this to be the oath that we use.
It is unusual. I for one, I don't want to get caught up about our oath, but I understand the concerns you bring. By the way, the policy manual, policies themselves, we review periodically to update.
Right.
Because no, we've not had a treasurer, for instance. But I'm curious as to other people's feelings about where we're at right here. Okay?
I just wondered what your reason was behind not accepting the policies as printed that we have?
Only just like, there's more things than what I just said, but there just seems to be some inconsistencies. Some of it is like she just said, we don't have a treasurer, but there's nothing in the policy about if you don't have a treasurer. So it's just that I don't think there's enough clarity in each of these things and reading through to feel comfortable swearing an oath to a policy. And I can't find any other place that swears an oath to a policy.
Well, and I can understand you're wanting to take the under God part out, because not everybody.
No. I don't want to take under God out.
That was,
It's under God is not in our latest
the one you said.
policy manual.
It does not say that in either the
No.
one I sent or the one, but it
So-
doesn't say it in the policy manual either.
Oh, okay,
No, it isn't.
okay.
And it does say in the policy manual, I just wanted to point out one thing. It does say in the policy manual, the oath, let's see. Language of the oath shall substantially similar to the following. So it doesn't say that it has to be this oath. It just says it has to be substantially similar, and this oath is, except for the policy part, but it puts the order of the laws in the right order.
And so,
Does the one in the policy has the Oregon Constitution before the United States Constitution?
It has the policy, it has the duties, the policy, the Oregon, and the United States. This has the United States, the Oregon, and the duties.
I can see both sides of the argument. I think I would probably go with cleaning it up a little bit, but it seems like a decision that I would go on either side of it.
now here's some different thought about it.
Sure.
Is that the policies as they are written, as I've said, we periodically update them.
Right.
But to take an oath to follow the policy, if a certain amount of policy was written to try to predict the future, before the future came, somebody could, a board could re-review that. But because in the future, we may have a treasurer. I'm just using that one example. I know there's more. But it would be understandable to take an oath to uphold the policy level.
Well, I'm taking an oath to uphold the duties of the office, and if the duties of the office follow me
That
following
makes
the
sense.
policy, then I am agreeing to do that. It's just not spelled out that it's to the policy. It's to the duties, and my duties are to follow what the current policy says.
That is true. Now,
So we need a verbal agreement between the 5 of us to use this.
Well, in the one you sent, does not have, in the oath, does not have under God.
Right, but yours doesn't either in the policy.
It
And
was-
neither does the one from the SDAO.
that is, this in most latest policy manual, I found that.
Just so we can move on.
Yeah.
How do we do this? Do I make a motion that we accept Kim's oath of office?
It can only be a general vote.
Okay.
And then, once we get past this and really want to get into pool business and
Well,
keep it.
But they've got to
Let's
sign
take our
the
vote.
oath before they can
Let's take our
add
vote.
anything in.
Let's take our vote to this oath of office.
Okay, and how many vote here to use the general, to use Kim's vote of oath of
I'll go
office?
for it.
I will
Okay,
too.
I can do
All
that.
right.
I have a few hesitancies, but we can deal with it later.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the future, we can address some of these policies as written. We kind of tend to just live it, and, all right, so Very
Are we
good.
supposed to say anything or are we
You
just signing
will,
it?
yes, I want to take a look at it when, where did I put it? It's in my clip.
No, that's whoever's,
Current, old,
that's
here.
whoever's, we're saying that we signed, I don't know who that
Well,
person
Yeah,
is.
hang on,
Okay, so-
hang on.
Just to clarify, I just have the initial one that she sent me.
This is the one I sent you.
The updated.
Yeah, this is the one I sent you.
So do we need more copies then
Well,
or something?
I mean, read it over and make sure that, because,
Okay, the updated oath reads, board member oath. I,
She put on a thing.
state your name, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Oregon, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Director of the Lebanon Aquatic District to the best of my ability. And
Is that really what it says?
yes.
Pretty close.
It is pretty close, but this isn't the one I sent.
No, that's the one that was modified.
No, this is the one I modified.
okay, well,
Is
But that's
there-
okay. No, this
Yeah.
one works fine too.
Does it?
It's exactly the same.
We have- might have to have form markers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hand
if you
transfer.
just, yeah, no, that works.
wasn't sent that one. I was just sent the initial one, I
Yeah,
sent.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
the one I
you
sent you, so
will,
I'm not sure
yeah.
why it's a little bit
And
different.
if there's a.
But that's okay, I'm okay with
Well,
it. I sent it to you today.
I know, I never got that.
Okay.
No,
So, we put our names on the top, but then what about how did the names on the bottom work? So
Okay,
director
so
signature.
The
is
board
us.
chair currently is
For
Lori,
Okay,
and the board secretary is Jill.
okay, so we
So
put our name
you
at the top,
guys sign it,
sign the first one, Lori signs, Jill signs.
right, and then there's a resolution basically to
Okay.
accept the
So
oath.
there and there. And that's it. They do that. And then we still have to say it out loud, so.
And, I mean, you guys could just have them all say it together at one
Just read it
time.
off the paper.
Yes, okay. I need.
No, I don't think so. I
Could
don't
I
think we have to.
borrow a paper and cut it to one of those? Yeah. Okay, repeat after me. I
Kim Kendall,
do
solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Oregon, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Director of the Lebanon Aquatic District to the best of my ability.
Bam. Okay.
So this needs to come out.
You put this in. All right. Now, welcome to the board. I gotta read a resolution.
Yeah.
Or two. All right.
Take this.
Ooh, fancy, I did a cool one.
Resolution number 2023-7-1. Resolution, Board Director, be it known, the Board of Directors of the Lebanon Aquatic District hereby resolves that the Director, Position 1, a 4-year term, will be filled by Jeremy Gunther, 2023 to 2027. Be it known, the Board of Directors of the Lebanon Aquatic District hereby resolves that the Director, Position 2, a 4-year term will be filled by Mark McAllister, 2023 through 2027. Be it known, the Board of Directors of the Lebanon Aquatic District hereby resolves that the Director, Position 3, a 4-year term will be filled by Kim Kendall, 2023 through 2027. Adopted this 24th day of July, 2023. By us.
And
I'm
then
signing
yeah,
Jill
you
sign,
sign.
okay. And Lebanon Aquatic District, resolution number 2023-7-2. a resolution naming a registered office and registered agent. Whereas Lebanon Aquatic District is a municipal corporation required by law to name a registered office and registered agent and file notice of same with Secretary of State. And whereas the registered agent may be the secretary, financial officer, or chair of the board. And whereas Mark McAllister is the chair of the board, now therefore, be it resolved. 1, Mark McAllister shall be the registered agent of the Lebanon Aquatic District until his term as board chair shall expire or be otherwise terminated. And 2, the registered office of Lebanon Aquatic District shall be 1800 South 5th Street at Lebanon, Oregon 97355. Adopted by the Board of Lebanon Aquatic District this 24th day of July 2023 by the following vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
That's unanimous, any way you look at it.
That's what is
Okay.
my designated time?
What is your designated time?
Well,
1 year
yeah.
as chair. Can you ready?
I'm not ready, but I can handle it.
You got it. Okay,
Okay, I think somebody should have called for a motion to do the resolution.
I so moved.
And second.
okay,
Okay,
thank you.
all right.
Peg moved and Jeremy seconded. Let's vote again. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
That's fine.
Now, is your belief that I need somebody to call this resolution?
Well, so
No, that goes along.
Well, this-
Oh.
this is so that Mark is
Yeah.
the board chair for now this new fiscal year, and then
Now
you guys
we
get
got
to
to-
appoint somebody to
Okay.
be vice chair.
Yes.
Kim, be vice chair.
You nominate Kim, okay. I'm going to nominate Peg. And do we have any others?
I'll second
No.
for Kim.
You're gonna second for Kim, that's great. Do we have any second? I wanted to remind just that when you serve as vice chair, you will become chair the following year. Is that good to you?
That's fine, and that will end up being another one of my questions, because it sounds like according to the policy, the chairs vote on it every time. So if there's something different and it's just moved up each time, then I would like to understand that, but yes, I'm fine with that.
Yes, that's the way,
And it'll give me a whole year to shadow Mark and figure out what to do.
all right. Well, let's vote on this. Anybody, all those in favor of Peg? And all those in favor of Kim? We've got, all right, Kim, well, congratulations.
I do have a question. I don't recall, as much as I'm glad you're chair, why didn't you vote on it? It seems, and all the other boards that sat in, it seems like you voted on positions.
Do you remember that change we made last year?
For Mark to
This
becoming
board-
the chair?
Oh, sorry, it just got put in a policy
We
essentially.
we made a policy change because it was such an expected vote
Okay.
that it worked out that a person who has served some time often in chairing, when they're vice chair, that would make sense. There used to be a policy in here that you couldn't be a chair or a vice chair unless you were on the board a full year, but that had
I just want to. That when Mark was appointed, chair for this year, I was appointed vice chair. as it followed, as you
That's,
were chair, and then he was vice chair, and he walked into the position.
That's what this says.
I have it all goofed up,
It's on
okay.
there.
But the policy, that's okay, but the policy says that it shall be elected annually from among its members. It doesn't say anyone's appointed, it says elected for all positions.
That's,
Well, didn't we vote
That we
didn't we
did.
vote on it?
Yes,
We
voted-
did.
We voted for me unanimous, we just voted for Kim.
Well, what I,
Well, I think what Peggy's trying to say is
if we,
the
I was voted
previous
on
board
last
voted-
year.
Yes.
like some months back that you were gonna be chair this new fiscal year and that Peggy was gonna be vice chair.
That's re-voted.
Right. So,
So that's the policy is, yes, we can pick who's gonna be it for the next year, but that's open to change.
Which makes sense, I mean, the board can vote on anything at any time.
Because we have a different board today. than we
Okay,
have.
do I need to resign from the vice chair position then that I was voted on and let him do it?
Why do you have to resign?
well,
Okay, so you guys, last year, we voted, we did a resolution and we voted Mark as the next fiscal year's president, chairman, and Peg as the vice chairman. So that was done by a vote of the board of directors. So if you are gonna go in and change that, then that's what you're doing.
right. So I would just say that then they've re-voted. So whatever was done however many months ago is gone.
Okay, so I need, but I have
Well-
to retire from the position.
I think they already took care of you being in the position, is what I'm saying, is they basically re-voted.
Because I guess I'm not understanding that, but it's okay.
I mean,
I think it's good as is. I don't think that there's any additional actions necessary.
As is what?
well,
Yeah.
the problem is you have basically, Peg thinks that she should be vice
I
chair.
was voted
She
on.
was vice chair.
Well, I was re-voted.
No, you weren't.
Well, you weren't re-voted on, you were basically, they moved to go ahead with the action they already took.
Okay.
So that's the difference here,
Okay,
so.
so do we need to go back and redo that action?
To,
I think that we
My
did.
concern, and no,
I know,
nothing
Not at all.
that you can. She has never been on the board. And so if something went haywire with Mark, then she would be the board chair. And having never served on the board before, I don't know, well, that's just my,
right, I understand, but I also have your guys' experience to draw on if there are any questions. There's something that says I can't ask questions. Like, I'm not supposed to know all of it right at the beginning.
no. So what we've got here is a quandary, but it makes sense in the end.
I think from a legal perspective, it makes sense. We could take a vote right now and reassign the chair as the board. And as the board, we take a vote and we can change anything we want.
But you would have to take a vote to do
Right.
a revote, and you didn't take a vote to do a review vote.
Well, and you'd have to
That's
remove
well-
the chair first.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's what Peg's saying, is you have to
So
remove her as
it's
the
out
vice
of
chair
order,
first.
yeah, you would have to
Before you-
remove her first, take a vote to revote, remove her first, and then vote in.
So is that that's where we're at, so should we start right there?
I'm just curious how we are expected to a revote when we weren't even here to vote in the first place. So it's not a revote for us.
Well,
well, you,
we jumped over the fact that Paige was voted
Right.
a few months back to be the vice chair. We jumped over that fact.
and then you just voted here a minute or two ago unanimously to make you vice. So I think that if you want to do that, then I think somebody needs to make a motion to clarify that Peg is not going to be vice chair and that
Well, to
you're
remove her,
you're moving to propose that Kim is now the vice chair for this year.
Yeah.
I don't
We
think
are-
that's how it works, but I'll make the motion
We
just to
are-
make it clear.
We are a new board, and we are, it's okay for us to go back and address something like this.
Are there any
To
other
make a
things,
change.
are there any other things that have happened that Jeremy and I wouldn't know about that are expected?
I have no idea. I guess we'll find out as we
Well, I
go.
just want to point out that Jeremy and Kim are brand new, first board meeting. I've been on the board for 10 years. So I have a little more experience, but if Mark feels it's real important that I don't do it and that Kim does, I make a motion to do that, I guess.
Well, we should consider, I'm entertaining a motion to make a change to the previous, was that a decision by the board that appointed Mark and Peg. Now, I'm entertaining a motion to change this. Then we can discuss it and vote that. And then, if that is vacated, in other words, then we can then move forward with the fresh vote now, as we're doing. But we do need to do something about what was already established, if you know what I mean. So I would entertain a motion from any of you all.
And just to make it clear then, I'll make a motion that Mark and Peg are removed from the role of chair and vice chair. Mark is put in as chair. Kim is put in as vice chair. All in one go. Would that solve the problem?
Here's what would better solve the problem, I think. That what was done a couple months ago.
Oh, it's been longer than that.
Yeah, it needs to be done at this time when a new board is seated. Is that not when our terms are up June 30th? So a person sits in their chair through June 30th, and July 1st comes a change. Does that make sense? Or,
No, it does, because the policy says annually, there's an election for all these board members. Or
Which is why I
positions.
feel like we need a motion, but my motion's still up in the air for a second, if anybody wants to do it.
to be cleaner, let's, how would you put it? Vacate what was decided a couple months ago.
Just add that to Jeremy's motion.
Okay,
Jill, you wanna read it back?
I am very confused what you guys are doing. I mean, I think you should get some counsel on this.
Well, I think that going by the policy, you can re-vote every year, the start of every fiscal year, which is this meeting, so I think Jeremy's motion was.
Jeremy's motion is that he moves that Mark and Peg are removed from chair and vice chair position, and Mark is put back in as chair and Kim as vice chair.
So can I ask a question? What does sorry to interrupt, what does the policy say for the date annually? Because annually could be January, or it could be March, or, because you guys have typically done it in December or January.
Yes.
So,
no, we've done our elections.
Well, usually we'll do it when we get the budget for the next year. So my guess is that it was done in May. I mean, I can hold the resolution book and let you know.
I just didn't know if the policy addressed the date, or if it just says annually, because it's been done, I mean, I don't have a dog in this, I'm just trying to, just asking.
It says annually. It does not have an actual date.
And see, in my mind, I'm
Oh.
thinking annually, meaning the beginning of the fiscal year, because that's when everything kind of resets. which is probably the first thing you guys are gonna wanna do to clean up the policies.
Indeed. All right.
So we have a motion, did we have a second?
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
I second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
And then I opposed, just for the record. But the motion passes. Kim, welcome, and you too, Mark. So, now these, help me out here. Are we gonna
Okay, so-
print?
Well,
With that is
you can
correct.
just, yeah, Mark's chair, and then yours, gonna write in Kim Kendall for vice chair.
Oh, I'm confused. Yes, okay.
So,
I didn't need to get any. All right, I have to read a couple more things, okay? Hang on there, I'm sorry, you guys. Lebanon Aquatic District Resolution Number 2023-7-3. A resolution of the Board of Directors appointing a board chair and vice chair. Whereas the Board of Directors, Board of Lebanon Aquatic District is required by ORS 266.370 parentheses 2 to appoint from among its members a board chair as well as a secretary for the district who may but need not be a member of the board. Now, therefore, be it resolved, 1, that the board hereby appoints Mark McAllister as chair for fiscal year 2023-24. 2, that the board hereby appoints Kim Kendall as vice chair for fiscal year 2023-2024. Adopted by the Board of Lebanon Aquatic District this 24th day of July 2023 by the following votes. And
Can I ask a question before we vote about
we
something?
did
Oh, this is one we
just
already
vote.
did.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
well,
did.
you read something that I'm so sorry, is completely not matching what the policy says. So I just wanted to get some clarity on that. It was about the secretary position. The secretary is the third person in line after the vice chair according to this policy. So it says they have to be a board member, but that the minute responsibilities can be delegated to someone else. So my concern is you just said they don't have to be a board member, but the policy says there's a third in line after the chair.
So we have a lot of policy cleanup to do.
Yes.
yeah, okay? Yeah, he's right. Okay, now, Lebanon Aquatic District Resolution Number 2023-7-4. A resolution of the Board of Directors appointing a board secretary. Now, I nominate Jill Smith to be our secretary, and Mark seconds, and all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
3, those opposed? You two?
I guess, because it doesn't match the policy.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna nominate Peggy and she delegates to Jill.
Okay,
Because that
so
would
we
be-
will,
Yeah.
so you abstain or,
Yeah, I guess so, until we get the policy cleaned up. It's a 3-2 anyway, it passes.
okay, yeah, it does, okay. Now, I'll finish reading. Be it resolved that the board hereby appoints Jill Smith as secretary for fiscal year 2023 to 2024. Adopted by the Board of Lebanon Aquatic District this 24th day of July 2024 by the following vote, 3 ayes, 2 nays, dated July 24th, 2023. Okay, now that's all the reading business and appointing. Let me see where we are.
You haven't done the minutes yet from last meeting.
Yeah. So
Going back
I'm going to come out of new business and pick up the minutes. The minutes from our last board meeting. Now, you guys were here, you can vote on these, if you, are there any comments or changes?
I didn't see any.
I'd entertain a motion
So
to,
moved.
thank you.
One second.
Okay, moved and Jeremy seconded. All those in favor of approving June minutes, say aye.
Aye.
That's unanimous.
Who moved and who seconded?
I moved and Jeremy seconded.
All right, thanks. So there's that. I'd like to go back now to 40.1. We're going to do the unfinished business, introductions of new board members, Kim and Jeremy. So I wonder if you could just talk about who you are and what brought you here and stuff like that, stuff you'd like us to know.
I can start out. My name is Jeremy Gunther, and I'm a software engineer who has a hobby in ham radio. And I'm a really big numbers geek. So I've been on a few boards now, and my expertise generally has been digging into the numbers history to kind of present something to the board that they've never seen before. Because my experience has been that most boards don't know their own numbers histories. So that really kind of helps them do comparisons going forward when they can actually see their history. Because as much as we wish that the auditors and QuickBooks people could present in a way that we can understand it, generally speaking, QuickBooks is very hard to understand. So that's what I'm hoping to be able to give to the board.
What interested you in the pool district in particular? I'm curious.
It really started with the whole, the combination of the pool district and the school board deal.
You mean the bond issue?
The bond issue, it really felt like things were more merged than they really were. When I got here, I realized, oh, well, we're separate. But when I first started running, I'm like, wait, this looks very fishy. Fortunately, I found out that it wasn't so bad, but that's what originally got me into it. It's just the optics of the whole scenario.
Okay. Well, thank you. Kim, how about you?
Kendall, I have lived in Lebanon for about 5 years now, 6, I lose count. And in my real life job, nobody knows what I do. Some kind of auditing. I manage a $60 million budget for my boss, making sure that the ins and outs are correct and that we're not overpaying for things and that we're staying in the budget and those kinds of things. I'm starting to get older and
What's that like?
I'm not sure yet. Well, I can get a Wilco discount now, so it's worth something. And it's a new community for me. I wanted to be involved in something. And so this wasn't as visible as like doing a school board thing or something like that. So I figured it was just a good starting place. And I see I pay for it on my taxes, so I want to know more about it.
Well, sure. All right. Well, thanks for those. The pool renovation update is what we're gonna move on to next.
I just choked on a cookie crumble.
Well,
That'll teach me to eat cookies, sorry.
Joe could have showed you.
CPR?
At least
I can't
three
even spell
certified.
So who's Mark take over?
Oh,
Right.
whoops.
I was gonna ask that.
I was
just
having
curious.
so much fun, you guys, I really
having so much
was.
fun watching.
No, let me out. Okay. Yes. Oh, good. Because I left a couple of I left off 50.3
So we're
and
supposed to be
4.
doing 40.2, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we were jumping around. I just went to 40.2, but we have to pick those two up too. You know what I mean?
Well, we should do 40.2 and then we go back down to new business.
Yep,
For the last two.
Yep.
And then my,
Okay, 40.2. Pool
Yeah.
renovation update, Larry and Laura Lee.
Yeah, Larry, you wanna go first?
Yeah, I'll do that, we see the
Sure.
turn. Give me a chance to stretch getting up here.
Mhm.
Well, good evening, and again, thank you for rescheduling the board meeting for tonight, as I think most of you know, I had a death in the family, I had in services, on the previously scheduled date. Couple of things, I've had an opportunity on a couple of days to visit around the community and try to really get a sense of how successful we might be at a capital fundraising campaign, which we launched about, I'd say a year ago, 6 months to a year ago. And that was an offshoot